Welcome to Eagle and Rue and the studio tour. Hello, lovely friends. So what I'm posting today is a really creative process. So I have graduated in my embroidery box, ready, available kit. And I graduated from my wooden SCA box that's very heavily decorated to a plastic container, which I'm going to show you, to an artistry makeup kit. Because I have a fairly small studio. I'll give you a tour maybe here in a minute. I've never done that with people before, but I have a fairly small studio in a very small space, and I need to be able to put things tidily away and yet still have it accessible because I work on multiple projects at one time. So this is the artistry kit that I got this on Facebook Marketplace for $15. It has this beautiful fold over that makes it really nice and tidy. And it has a mirror, and obviously I don't need a mirror for sewing. But this is the kit that I've been kind of using for about 4 or 5 months now. I love that this artistry makeup thing allows me to put my goldwork stuff here so it doesn't unravel, my pins and my scissors. And those are just really accessible for what I might be doing. And then they have these lovely drawers that have these plastic dividers, and as you can see, I can have my scissors, all of my leather thimbles, needles, wax, chalk, and it's separated. You can see there's a shelf there for the next drawer, which has other doodads in it, my pens and pencils and thread, glue, just other threads that I might be working on a project. And what I like with this is that I can take this drawer out and put it on my counter, and then this can go back into itself. I can do this one-handed. And then this can set to the side, and it's out of the way. And I still have all my tools available. And then I can put this tidily away. And I wanted to show you the creativity of reusing materials that you wouldn't normally associate with sewing. I am a very big fan on repurposing materials. I really like to reuse materials in an ethical and mindful way. And I am going to be working on an embroidered casket project in the future. And this kind of gets me a start. It gets me an idea of what it is that I'm looking for in a kit. This is a tour of the studio. So this is the door that goes into the house. Sorry about the shaky camera because I'm using my phone this time. This is a beautiful painting I did years ago, and another one. That's a block print up there. So here is kind of our temporary office. This first plastic container is just office supplies. The second plastic container has art supplies, and on top of it is a beading container, and then my office basket is on top. Spare sewing machine, and something that is maybe difficult to note, but all of these plastic bins have labels on them so that I can easily identify what's in the plastic bin. So up top I have a whole bunch of stuff, spare sewing machine, etc. This is the curtain that leads into the rest of the garage. This is the freezer, and this is our home freezer, so there's no place else to put it, so it's here. That box is Grandma's Christmas gift. Okay, up top we have all of the closet doors from the house, because closet doors and our family, it's just a disaster. Spare leather, and then all of these bins have things. So this is cleaning materials. This is my scarf collection and purses, and then there's largesse, and then this is a roll of paper, a box of rolled paper, fabric, 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 and fabric. So apparently I have quite a bit of fabric. Underneath this box right here is patterns I don't use so much. This is paint stuff. This is one of the kiddos SCA boxes. And then all underneath here are UFOs or fabric. Spare table if I need it. This is the ironing board. It's actually brand new. I am so excited. Underneath there are filing cabinets, and those are office things, and my teaching materials for spirituals and stuff. This is where the sewing machine lives. This is like my temporary desk because my table's really high now and I can't do my desk stuff there. This is kind of what I use all the time. So my clay stuff's up top because I don't use that. But threads, buttons, snaps, and this cluster here is a complete embarrassment that I need to work on. Trims, all the trims, elastics, things. Iron-on interfacing and fusible stuff. And then down there is SCA stuff that I don't need to get to all the time. Idea board. There's my slate frame place. And then this is my bookshelf, stationery. I'm actually going to do a video where I'm going to go through that box right there and show you all the patterns and ideas and stuff. So I showed you a tour and then I totally forgot to note that the dress form is on top of the freezer because it's the only place it can fit unless I move stuff. So it pretty much just lives up there. We had to convert the garage into my studio because I have a really good friend who is going through a rough time and he is now using what used to be my studio. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes as a human being, we have to do the right thing, and sometimes you just have to adapt. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Human beings are amazingly adaptive, and we can choose to adapt in a positive way, or we can choose to dig in and not adapt at all.